Welcome back to Digital Leftovers! God, the sound, oh my god, that's gonna look terrible. Fix that shit in post.
It's been a long day without you, my friend.
It's been a month. It's been a month. I feel like it's been a year.
It's been too long.
1 week since you looked at me. Hey, we're back.
Yes, we are fucking back.
It's episode 9 of Digital Leftovers.
Episode
month
9
after episode 8 of Digital Leftovers premiered. We're a month late. A lot of shit has gone down. There's a lot of gaming news.
Hey, Christian, you had a beard now.
I still have the beard. A lot of gaming news. Netflix is on fire. Oh yeah, I got fucking married.
What?
You were there. Fuck you.
Where's the lovely bride? Oh wait, it's his co-host.
Right fucking there.
Yes, we're pointing on an audio show.
And she's waving on an audio show.
And she's waving on an audio show. And she's beautiful on an audio show.
Oh shit! Watch the sound wave. Watch the sound wave. Oh my god! Look at that.
And that's when Sylvester Stallone died.
What? Yo, real talk though. So the Rooster Teeth podcast was one of my all-time favorite podcasts. I guess it's not really, it's Achievement Hunter. Whenever they do a video and they mention somebody like an actor, there's an eerie trend that they have. That actor then dies shortly thereafter. So shut the fuck up about Sylvester Stallone. He's a goddamn national treasure. Do not murder one of my favorite actors. Except he has like the shittiest fucking beer commercial out right now. I don't remember what the beer brand is, but it's just the shittiest beer commercial.
What is up with actors and doing alcohol commercials? Fucking Mila Kunis is doing her Jim Beam.
Yo,
yeah, but at least those are good commercials.
Yeah, like Mila Kunis makes me want to drink Jim Beam. Like whoever they're
Hey, it makes me want to gym on her beam.
You fucking know it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, whoever runs the advertisements for Jim Beam is a fucking genius. Kind of like whoever runs the social media advertisements for Arby's. You've seen those, right? Like I linked you one on Twitter.
Yeah, we have the meats.
Yeah, no, that. The guy that does the pictures on Twitter. Like I sent you the one that was the Gurren Lagann themed one.
Right.
Yeah, those. They do them. I'm going to Arby's Twitter right now.
That's one thing that I did not expect to happen is fast food companies like really getting their game on with fucking social media marketing. Yeah. Wendy's. Do you know what Wendy's deal is? They roast McDonald's all the time.
It's fucking
literally
great.
Anyone who sends a tweet to them that mentions McDonald's, Wendy's will have a snappy comeback. So whoever that is, they need a promotion. They need a hand job. They need me sitting on their face.
A blue job and some pudding. Look at this, like a blue job. Shut up! It's when the blue man blows you. It's like Power Rangers. Fucking.
It's a blue job.
A blue job. Like, okay, so again, we're on a audio podcast, an audio video.
It looks like Zach from League of Legends.
Where? This
right
one?
there.
Yeah, who's it supposed to be?
Yeah, it's like he looks so flubbery and flexible. He's like, Star!
Alright, so we're gonna send a link to, fucking Doctor Who. We're gonna send a link to, Arby's Twitter account because
Arby's Twitter, check it out.
Pyramid Head?
That's Pyramid Head.
Yo, motherfucker, that's Pyramid Head. Literally
Holy
just
shit.
See, whoever does this, the team that's behind this deserves a fucking internet Grammy. Whatever the fuck that is, they need it.
Why weren't they in the fucking YouTube
look at that,
rewind?
that's Big the Cat, made out of sauce.
Who would? Fucking Game Grumps kept trying to catch the frog with him, and it's
yo, can I retweet this on our account? Because I
don't see why not.
I'm gonna fucking do it,
dude. Fucking look up Digital Leftovers Twitter, and you'll see a retweet of Big the Cat from Arby's Twitter, which is also amazing. Check that out.
At 2 Bros 1 Mic.
At 2 Bros 1 Mic. Yes, we need to do plugs, and we also need to do the thingy thing.
We do the thingy thing after the plugs. All right, so at 2 Bros 1 Mic. is our Twitter.
Official Twitter for the podcast.
Your Twitter is...
And then we also have, yes, my Twitter, personal Twitter, which is at EkoGrande. That's EkoGrande. That is also my Instagram, where I haven't posted any memes lately, but I'm trying to kick that into high gear. I've been on vacation for about 6 days, and who does actual dedicated work on fucking vacation? I've been sitting at home with my dick in my hands playing Breath of the Wild because we bought Switches! We'll get to that in a moment.
I am impressed that you were able to play Breath of the Wild with one hand.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
You're just like, yup.
And you know what? It was the right hand on the controller.
Oh, shit. My personal Twitter account is at AceAvery1. No spaces, capital A's. Also just says my fucking name on it, but it's at AceAvery, so look me up. We haven't started our YouTube channel yet. This is our YouTube channel. We haven't started our Let's Play portion of our YouTube channel yet. We don't have time yet. It's fucking dumb.
A bit of an unofficial announcement, but we are planning some actual visual content for Digital Leftovers. We don't know if it'll be on that channel or make like Digital Leftovers 2 or something.
We'll figure it out.
But we do have some ideas in store for Digital Leftovers for the 10 of you listening.
Literally 10.
We have hopes.
1 plus 1 per episode. That's all we need. That's what it is. Eventually they'll be like, oh, welcome to episode 300 of Digital Leftovers. Shout out to all our 301 subscribers.
That's when YouTube content is like the needle, giving them sterilized. It's jam it up your pee hole.
Oh my god.
And you're like,
no.
Just like, Daphne, you're like, Daphne, sweetheart, get me a Red Bull from the fridge. And she's like, get it yourself, you fat fuck! And I'm just like, don't talk to your husband that way.
How old are we in this situation?
All I know is it's a bleak situation, that's for sure.
We're still here somehow.
It's the later years of all my children. I don't know if all my children is dark.
That's actually just how this video ends. Is that conversation. Like, we've aged that much in this episode. Like, Daphne, I'm tired of the podcast. Please get me a Red Bull. Fuck you! Oh shit!
Suck a dick, dumb shit!
Also, Twitch.
We have Twitches. We are getting back into streaming.
I know last night you were in for all the games actually that I did last night, right? You were.
Yeah, we had a pretty long stream.
4.5-ish hour stream last night.
Yeah.
It was awesome. We didn't have a lot of viewership. We had one person that was there for a while that fell asleep. And then no one for the rest of it. Your cousin popped on.
My cousin OmniPoint666. He picked up Christian's stream and I posted it on my Facebook, and he got in on the games and he played one with us, and I think that's when we packed it in. But it was a wild, crazy fun night. That's for sure.
Last night you were there for the stream when it happened, but this audience was not. I have had ungodly luck with loot boxes in League of Legends. Hold on, pause real quick. Twitch.com/AceAvery93.
93. That's how old you are?
Yeah, I'm 93 years old. Daphne, get me a Red Bull.
Dick, dumb shit.
I love you. But and your Twitch is...
Oh, yes, I'm also EkoGrande. It's spelled the same, EkoGrande. Sesame Street. Sesame Street's not part of the name. It's EkoGrande TV. So T-N-V. Not TV. T-E-V-E. Like Mike TV from fucking...
I'm Mike TV! Pow!
The
You're
Twits
dead.
or whatever that Roald Dahl book is.
Oh my god.
But yes, it's TV. The letter T, then the letter V. I can't stress it enough. Letter T, letter V. Okay, I'm done now. Can I go home?
This is kind of... No, you're stuck here until you edit our podcast.
No!
But I've had ungodly luck with loot boxes in League of Legends lately. The past 3 loot boxes I've opened. So I told you this on the stream last night, but Hextech skins are exclusive to loot boxes. And there's Hextech Scion, Hextech Galio, and Hextech Annie. There may be more, but I can't think of them off the top of my head.
Annie's the only one I haven't seen yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I've seen it on YouTube, and that's it. Hextech Annie is the hardest because the only way you can craft it, I think you can get it in a loot box as like a skin shard, but you get it by getting 10 purple gems and loot crafting, and then combine them to make the skin. My last 3 loot boxes have been Hextech Scion, Hextech Galio, which is so badass, and last night to end the stream, I opened SKT T1 Alistar.
SKTT1.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm gonna be.
Which is also his phone password. So
yeah, SKTT1 because I'm a Korean fanboy. All right, Matthew, we have done absolute.
For those listening at home, the dogs are being assholes right now.
Let's play a game. Is it?
Boxing with this squeaky toy.
Let's play a game. It's called Dog Toy or Sex Toy. It's my favorite game.
You would buy either or for
I-
your fucking dogs.
I
I
would.
wouldn't be surprised.
All right. Speaking of things, Matthew, let's actually get on track.
Before we get on with this,
3,
2,
2, 1.
1.
What are you drinking, Matt?
That was satisfying.
That was satisfying
I've
stuff.
got the Red Bull Lime Edition. There's a green red. I mean, there was always a green one. It was like apple or something, but this is the sugar-free green one called the Lime Edition, and I'm assuming it's cherry flavored, as it says on the can. But
I fucking hate you. I am drinking Rooster Booster Light because I am a child and I need.
he is such a fan of Rooster Brewster Light, you would not believe. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty good.
Yeah.
It tastes like lime jello,
Okay.
but like with carbonation in it. I feel like if I like put this in ice trays and froze it, it'd be like a fucking Red Bull Icy or something.
Bet.
I'm gonna get like an ice crusher and try that out.
Do it. You won't. All right. So now we're actually on to the Google Doc. We have done zero Google Doc talk, and I love it.
Yeah, we actually have a formula. Like we're fucking trying to stick to it.
Emphasis on the word trying.
Oh yes, we're doing just fine. Don't worry, boys. Nobody panic. That's how it goes. in
Sorry.
Monty
Say-
Python.
I said
or-
panic. Sorry.
Is Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's Monty Python.
Right. Totally. Yeah. Fuck you. Let's talk about something real quick that we can both discuss. We are both playing a certain console that came out a little over a month ago. The Nintendo.
3 months ago.
Really? Has it been that long?
It's been out since March, like the
Fuck
first week of
my
March.
tight little asshole. It's been
Yeah.
that long. It took us that long to get it. You and I officially have Switches.
We do have Nintendo Switches. I am proud to say that I was the first one to cave.
He was.
Because I would say it's been since it launched that my little Asian buddy Ryan, he came over to a friend's house, and I was hanging over there too, and he had to switch with him. And I'm not gonna lie, I totally forgot that it was a portable system.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was going to be like the Wii U where, you know, the portable version, you have to be in proximity because you're not playing on the pad. You're streaming from, like, the actual console
Right.
or whatever. Even I don't know if that's the case with the fucking Wii U, but yeah, with the Switch, that I did not do any research on it, and yet when my buddy Ryan showed it to me, yeah, it surprised me, like, how versatile it really was. You just pop it.
Stop being an asshole.
Let's play a game. Dog squeak or toy squeak?
Or sex toy.
Or sex toy. Goddamn pervert. So yeah, I was kind of interested in it since then, but I didn't feel like I really needed it. Like, I knew that there weren't many titles that came out with it. I mean, you could listen to any...
I need it.
That's what I was for the last couple months is, I don't need it. I don't need it. And, you know, the one thing that kept me away from it was like, yeah, there's not many titles going out. But then... I think it was knowing that it was a portable system after my friend showed it to me, and knowing that there were hints at what was going to be announced at E3, like Skyrim on the Switch, Rocket League on the Switch.
Yo, pause. Sorry to cut you off here, but have you seen the flack Bethesda's been getting for that?
Oh yeah, we'll talk about E3 in a second, because I watched all the conferences, and
Okay,
I can
good.
safely have, you know, exactly what to say about each and every fucking one of them. Oh my god.
I didn't see all of them, so I can't wait to talk about it. Let's go.
But I can say but anyway, so yeah, so I knew that there were big plans for the Switch, but there was nothing out at the moment. And then I realized, you know, regardless, it's Nintendo, and I don't see how I won't be able to not get to get turned off by it for just one or two games. So I was thinking, you know, definitely Zelda, but wanting to get back into Mario Kart, and a portable Mario Kart sounds really good. I haven't played one since like the Game Boy Advance version.
Dude, real.
So for a couple months, I started hunting for a Switch. And obviously, they're terrible at restocking. They're sold out literally everywhere.
So bad. And like the shittiest part about it is like when we would look online first
Mm-hmm.
and be like, yes, we have 4 in stock. And I'm like, sweet. And then we run to Target real quick, just behind our house. Yeah, we're hella out. Fuck you! And the guy I talked to, he was a little rude, right? But I can only imagine after probably being asked all fucking day if there's a Nintendo Switch.
Having worked there for 20 years, living with your mom who's dying of cancer.
Yeah, and then
your dog got run over that morning, and it's like you don't have time for this shit.
I'm the 16th person today in this hour to ask him about the Nintendo Switch. Like, no, we're out. Like, oh shit, sorry, man. You want to talk about it? Just like, look, I'm making like vast fucking facial features to make a visual gag, and we're on an audio. Fuck. I gave Matt this look. There you go. Enjoy.
The silence is golden. He just flipped off the mic too. But so that's his experience with looking for the Switch, and mine was kind of similar, but I strictly stayed to online. And what intrigued me the most is that Amazon seemed to have them in stock, but they were double the price of what they were offering.
Yeah, fuck that.
The retail price is $299.99, and everything on Amazon was anywhere from $400 to $480 to even $600 for a Switch with no games. Just the console.
Just the console?
No bundles, just the consoles.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, and I was thinking that, and you know, like, if that's the only way that I can get it, like, is that really worth the extra price? And it's like, there's no way that everywhere is going to be out of stock, you know, for very long. They constantly have to be getting restocked. And then it hit me. I work overnights. I work the graveyard shift. So I'm coming home at like 8, 9 in the morning when all these stores are just about to open. So I'm thinking, what if I put that to good use and figure out if I can get in a store if, say, they have Switches come in the night before. So I called up the Target that's also in my backyard. We're neighbors. And I called up when I was heading home from work to see if they had possibly gotten restocked the night before. The guy who answered the phone at Target said, no, we actually have been out. We just sold our last two, you know, a day ago. And it's like, dang, not like a minute ago? Those things go so fucking fast. So... and I was like, oh, shoot, okay, well, do you have an estimate of, like, when they're coming in? And it's like, we usually get them restocked, you know, every 2 to 3 weeks. It's kind of an iffy situation, you know, we don't get them as often as we'd like. And then he got really quiet. He got really, really quiet, and, like, it was like he was putting his mouth to the phone of, like, listen, I know it's probably not going to be another week before we actually get restocked, but we've got, like, 5 units coming in tomorrow morning. We open at 8, so if you can get here, we might have one. And so I'm like...
And wait, you get off around 8, right?
Yeah, and it's like, my man!
My man!
Store opens at 8, I get off at 8:30. Boom. So the next day, I go to work, and I'm just jittery as fuck, thinking like, this better work out. I hope it works out.
God, I hope I get it. I hope I get it!
That's what you get for putting a couple musical nerds on the podcast. But, so yeah, I got off work at 8:30. I raced to Target because they'd been open for half an hour, and I'm thinking, like, there's no way that they're going to go that fast. The store opens at 8. There's no way people are still looking for them. You know, it's been a couple months. And I go in. I go to the station where I usually check for a Switch, but they weren't there. I asked a guy, hey, I was told by, you know, a birdie from the grapevine that you guys were going to get some Switches in today. And he's like, who told you that? And I'm like, Winston.
Tom Winston,
Arnold, the actor. Tom Winston Arnold, the actor.
Hey, Arnold.
Fuck yeah. What was that, Daphne?
Jingleheimer Schmidt.
Smitty Werben Jaegerman.
What was his name? Like, he was number 1!
Smitty Werben Jaegerman Jensen.
Oh my god! Just how nonchalantly, how calmly, how just like, how it just flowed out of your mouth without skipping a beat.
Let me tell you how my mornings were as an elementary school. Just a tiny blast as an elementary school student. I'd wake up 5 in the morning, I'd eat my breakfast, be done by 5:30, then it was 2 episodes of Digimon Frontier, and then 2 episodes of SpongeBob, and then I'd go to school. That was my routine every morning for like 6 years of elementary school.
God, that's the greatest story I've ever been told. Oh.
And trust me, you have no idea how many times the episode where SpongeBob gets the hat and Mr. Krabs wants the hat. Fucking like so many times. There are so many episodes between like seasons 1 and 3 of SpongeBob that I could quote from
Still?
front to back.
Still.
Oh, yes. I've tested myself. I watched SpongeBob at work, and I've been like, holy shit, it's just all coming back to me like a goddamn bicycle.
It's 6 years of my life dedicated to this.
Exactly. That's what memorized me. But anyway, so, yeah, back to the story. So I asked the guy, you know, somebody told me that you guys were having switches come in. I'm not going to tell you his name. I didn't say I was going to tell his name. I'm trying to come off as sassy, and, you know, I'm just trying to be polite. Just like, please, sir, give me a switch.
Please, somebody have a fucking switch.
And lo and behold, like the Holy Ghost guiding me to the gates of heaven, he took me around to the front of the switch aisle. And there they were, 3 boxes lined up. And I'm just like,
alrighty then.
Alrighty then.
Do you ever think that we think we're funnier than we actually are?
I think so.
I think that like every time we make a joke, I'm like, fuck, we're funny. Are we?
Are we? Should we just go in the bathroom and drink bleach? I don't know.
I got the shot glasses lined up.
Oh yes, I can't wait. After the podcast, ladies and gentlemen, we'll stream it.
Like we make the for soda, it's actually just carbonated bleach. We're 9 episodes in and it hasn't killed us yet. We need to drink more.
So yeah,
So we led you to the aisle.
Yeah, exactly.
The doves flew, the gospel sang, the trumpet sounded.
Oh yeah, I just took it home and I like a baby. And just like the time that I bought Grand Theft Auto 5, I put the Switch in my passenger seat and I put a seatbelt around it. I wanted to Snapchat it. I was too fucking tired.
No, you Snapchatted me a picture of the Switch in the chair.
That was at home. I put it in bed.
Oh, that's what it was.
It was like good night, sweet
you
prince.
You tucked it in. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We were like, where the fuck did you find it?
These motherfuckers.
We were at work at this point. Like you were
On our way to work.
Yeah, we were on our way to work. You had just gotten off work, and we're like, he's like, and you were like, yeah, the Target behind our house has some. Better hurry. It's like, fuck you.
It's too late for us.
Like we're literally at work.
This is why I love having an overnight job. The perks are so choice. So yeah, I bring the Switch home, and thankfully I had enough self-control that I did not open it right then.
Because you probably played it for the rest of the day.
I probably would have. I would have been stayed away. I mean, that's what I did with my PS4. I mean, holy
sleep?
shit. Lasted was like 4 or 5 hours, then I fell asleep. That's another full fucking funny story. But yeah, and then I booted up later that day, and that's when we started, you know, conversing about getting our Switches.
So Matt got his Switch. Now, Daphne, it was before the wedding that we got ours, right? Like right before?
It was the day before.
Yeah, so...
Because we went to go get your outfit for the wedding.
Uh-huh.
And we were at the Legends, and he just stone cold stops me in front of the GameStop at the Legends and goes, look at the door! And they had a poster up saying Nintendo Switch is now available. See people at the desk. And we fucking bust through that door like we own the place, and we're like, Switches, you got them? They're like,
yo, Switches,
yeah,
bitches!
There's another store over there, like down the road that we're about to go grab some from. Give us your number and we'll let you know when they're in the store. And we're like, cool.
So we go around the shop for a little bit.
Yeah, we finish shopping, we come back home, we take care of the dogs.
Came back out.
And then we went back up to the Legends. We walked in, we're like, hey, we just came back up to check on the Switches. We were told to come back in around 3 if we hadn't heard from the guy yet. There was a different lady at the counter, and she's like, yeah, the store that we were going to get them from doesn't want to give them up.
So we were like, you dicks, what's the store? And they're like, oh, it's this one. It's the GameStop that's close to here. If you go down...
It's just down Shawnee Mission Park.
Yeah, if you go down Shawnee Mission towards Walmart...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like literally right down the street from my parents' house.
Yeah, okay, good. So you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So we go to that one, and there was 2 people there. Assistant manager... Behind the counter. Assistant manager, lady, and a guy working there.
Yeah. Right.
And... we were talking to them, and they were really fucking chill and really fucking cool.
I was fucking shaking. I'm like,
and we walk in, and they're like, and they were like very generic response. Hi, welcome to GameStop. How can I help you? And I'm like, hey, we just went through a lot, and the word on the street is, you have a Nintendo Switch.
And they're like, we sure fucking do. And I'm like, yes!
The fucking smile that grew on their faces when I said Nintendo Switch, and they knew that the answer was yes, we have them, was just like, I saw it, I'm like, don't break my heart. Do not break my heart. Yes, we do. Ah! And Daphne did like, exactly what Daphne did, we both did it, and I looked at each other like, ah! Yes, it's gonna
the clouds
happen!
parted.
Approximately
Pretty much,
like that.
yeah, that was exactly what happened.
You know what that reminds me of?
What's that?
The scene in Superbad
Okay.
where Jonah Hill's character goes in to buy the alcohol, and his first imaginary attempt, the guy at the cashier is like, "How old are you?" And he's like, 22. You sure are. That'll be $80.
You sure? Yes, I do have a Nintendo Switch. And so we chit-chatted with him a little bit. We told him that we're going to get married the next day, and we're going on our honeymoon. And
They upsold us so hard.
And they upsold us. We gave them too much information because they upsold us so hard.
That's because you couldn't keep your fucking trap shut about it.
Listen.
Wait, who upsold you?
The GameStop.
GameStop, this is why.
Because they were like...
Don't get me wrong, Daphne. Tell me that wasn't a good buy.
No, that was the perfect buy.
This is what
everything we needed.
They upsold us. We bought the case because we're like, well, duh, we're traveling. They also sold us the AC plug that plugs into the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, the Nintendo Switch is dying. I'm gonna plug it into my car because I'm the passenger and I'm gonna keep playing.
Wait, and it was all for the price of the console, $299?
No,
they threw it in. They threw everything. It was on top of it. It was an upsell.
They're like, here, you can pay us extra money, but we're gonna recommend you things that we have right now.
I was like, oh, that's a great thing. Thanks. And we bought it. We bought it all.
Those greedy bastards.
Yo.
Like, do you want a game? And we're like, Breath of the Wild, Death. They're like, okay, do you want anything else? I'm like,
Mario Kart.
actually, yeah, we do.
We bought
Mario Kart.
We bought Mario Kart 8. We bought Breath of the Wild. We bought a case. We bought the 1-year warranty, just in case. I usually really hesitant about a warranty. I'm like, I'm safe, I'm fine, whatever. But we got 2 dogs.
Yeah,
so
you
it's
never
like,
know what that shit's
you
gonna be
never
like.
know. Or like, we're playing it and we like drop it because it's portable. Okay, I know you said it earlier, but can we talk about how fucking cool it is that console, again, audio podcast and I'm pointing. That console right there, Daphne is currently playing Breath of the Wild in the living room where we're recording. And she's playing on the TV. But if she wanted to, oh no, I gotta take a shit. I'm gonna put the controller on the thing and go poop and play Breath of the Wild.
Go poop!
And I'll take a poop.
I've done it before.
I'll take a
It's
poop!
That's it though.
It was a 10 out of 10 poop!
When Sky...
It's an overwhelmingly positive poop!
When Skyrim comes out on the Switch, I'm gonna spend so much time on the toilet. Like,
oh, you know it's gonna be out on TI-83 calculators next year.
yo, dude, did you see the post? It's like Rockstar announces partnership with Bethesda, and it's a screenshot of Grand Theft Auto 5. You holding your phone, and on the phone is Skyrim.
That's the most trolly post I've ever heard of.
Oh my god. Okay, so, but you know, the Switch is fucking great. It's like, I geeked out on the whole road trip. Whenever Daphne was driving, I was playing on it. I was holding it, and I was like, holy shit. I'm literally holding a console in my car, playing it. If you wanted to do the same shit you did with the Switch, with like an Xbox or PS4, right?
Mm-hmm.
You'd have to get AC adapters, get a TV, probably clear out your whole back seat to even make it comfortable to play.
It's like the old days where, you know, you had the minivan that had like the drop-down TV,
Yo!
and people would plug their N64 into that.
I did that shit. My aunt and uncle had that, but they also it was a big fucking van, like an old school one. They put just behind the center space in between the drivers. They put a TV, a tube TV. So it fit perfect. That was back then when all we had was tube TVs. And I was like, Jesus Christ! I'm like, oh, we're going on a road trip with Aunt Becky and Uncle Greg. Let me grab my Nintendo. Yes! My cousins and I in the back playing like 4-player Mario Kart. It was like, fuck you.
You can't deny that fucking who's the main guy from Japan who heads Nintendo?
Hideo Kojima? No, he's that's Kojima is
Kojima's
Solid Snake.
Capcom or whatever.
Yeah, he's on his own now. His own company.
Yeah, it used to be
With-
Capcom.
With
now he's,
Sony's help, but it's his own thing.
he's working on Death Stranding, that new Norman Reedus game.
Nintendo.
What is his name?
Japanese.
Because I know Satoru Iwata
Miyamoto?
is the Miyamoto.
Miyamoto, yeah.
Miyamoto is the main like director of stuff, and Satoru
Genius.
Iwata was the president,
Right.
who had passed away a couple years ago. God rest his
That
soul.
was super sad, but
It was
all
really
of the
fucking sad.
fan art and all the tribute stuff that came out was so great.
It was really depressing about that, and it was like fucking. He left behind such a fucking legacy
It's like-
that it's like Nintendo can't fail when he had already made such a legacy.
It's like, thanks, President Nintendo, for what? My entire childhood!
Fucking A. But yeah, Miyamoto, he and Reggie, I forget, is Reggie. Yeah, just Reggie, the American guy. You can't deny that they probably were inspired, like the Switch was inspired by that concept of playing something in the car, but needing a TV for it. And it's like, why need a TV when you have it right in your hand?
As you can't see, Matt just shook his Switch, like, look.
Yeah.
No, but really, you were saying, like, the president laid out such a foundation for what we have today, right? It's like, I feel like, he laid such a great foundation for what we have now, but, like, after his passing, you gotta admit, like, all the guys in charge really got together and were like, listen, we have a responsibility here.
We have a hole to fill.
Yeah, like, listen, he laid the groundwork for such fantastic storytelling and just fun. Because what are video games about?
Oh,
fun.
gosh.
They're about having fun, and he knew that. That's why
Reggie's fucking E3 video, when he just talks about fun. Like,
Yeah,
games are supposed to be fun.
Yeah.
Granted, it was still a little cringy, but, like, I don't know, something about that just laid out what Nintendo's presentation was going to be, which we'll get to E3 in a sec.
I'm really glad that they discussed that fun was the thing. 'Cause it's like, what's the one thing you remember about playing in 64? All the fucking fun you had.
Yeah, playing on, like, a tiny little TV.
Yeah, now, how long have we had this? Okay, we've been married for just over a week. So we've had the Switch.
Happy 1 week anniversary!
Yeah, for just a little over that.
About a week and a half.
About a week and a half. And I cannot tell you how many hours each we've sunk into this thing. Both in.
I've easily sunk about 30 hours into Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, Daphne has 30 on Breath of the Wild already. We've got 3 games. We've got Link, fucking Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart, and I came and bought Minecraft because you did. I thought it'd be hella fun. Man, I cannot stand console Minecraft. I forgot that I can't stand like the inventory system and the crafting system. Whereas like on the PC, it'd be like, put the sticks in a row, put the metal on top. Now you have a pickaxe. Whereas like, oh, you want a pickaxe? Just go to the pickaxe window. Fuck you! Like, I get it. You can't. It's too the system that you use on PC is too clunky for a console. But like, fuck.
Well, I think, all right, I'm thinking let's take this back a little bit. Let's go back to the inverse pyramid.
Okay.
And let's go about what the thickest thing is going to be about.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys have already mentioned it several fucking times.
What's that?
I don't.
Are you breathing?
I'm trying to do a bit here, and I can't fucking do
okay,
it. Fucking, let's talk about Breath of the Wild.
Yes! Let's do that! That thing you just said, let's fucking do that thing right now.
We're about to do that thing.
After I'm done talking about the thing that we're going to definitely talk about.
We're definitely going to do the thing.
After I'm done talking about it.
When are we going to do the thing?
Right fucking now. So Breath of the Wild.
Is it now?
Jesus Christ.
I think we're about to talk about the thing.
What thing?
That one thing. You said the one thing you were going to do.
With the Switch and the Breath of the Wild and Link and Zelda. And
no, we were going to bone later.
Yeah, definitely. Jesus Christ. That was a bit.
So those shot glasses of bleach, they're in the bathroom,
They're in the bathroom, yeah.
All right,
they're
sweet.
All line for you. There's actually 4 of them, and it spells your name. M-A-T-T. Like, done.
Wait, shot glasses that, like, spell out, like...
Yeah, like, on the shot glass, it's got an M-A-T-T. So, perfect, just for you.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So, fucking Breath of the Wild.
Is such...
It's Zelda, and yet it's not Zelda.
It's our first not... Jesus Christ, there was a lightning strike. Sorry, I turned to watch Daphne play, and lightning struck really close to her. It's our first non-railroaded... Did you really name your horse Ace? I love you. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by watching Daphne play. She just called her horse, and she named her horse Ace. I'm Ace! Oh! Anyway, it's our first... Fuck you. Our first non-linear, non-railroad tracked Legend of Zelda game.
Fucking A.
Now, a lot of other Legend of Zelda games, both new and old, have had room for exploration.
A bit of an open-ended
some
to
side
it.
quest bits. It's like you can do this and succeed, or not do it and still succeed. But they were like little one-offs, little bits here and there. That's the thing, though. Is like Legend of Zelda has always had the ability to make Jesus, lightning strikes. Has always, in my opinion, have had the ability to make all the small shit in games that feel like side quests feed into the story. That's like, oh, this is actually pertinent to the whole thing, and that made the worlds always feel connected, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what Breath of the Wild does differently is it's non-linear. There are side quests that don't connect to the main story at all.
Right.
But that, whereas it kind of, it doesn't make the world not feel connected, but it makes the world feel big. And not so much big, but full as well.
Right.
Because it's like, look at all these people that you can help succeed in what they're doing in their daily lives while you're trying to stop evil. It's like, it makes the world feel big. And I love that. I fucking love it.
When you're trying to save the world, and then you meet all of these people that give you side quests, and they're like, oh my god, thank you so much for doing all of this for me. And you're like, wow, I want to save the princess, but I also want to save you too.
You're part of the world I'm saving.
Yeah.
I think I've lost count of how many times that, like, when I go into a new village, like, I've been to Zora Domain and fucking Kakariko, and...
Kakarino Village.
Kakariko.
Cock-a-doodle.
Cockataco Coo.
Choco Taco.
Choco
Taco Village.
Kako Choco Taco, available now at Chick-fil-A Tuesday nights.
Available now at digitalleftovers.com.
Sponsored by?
Sponsored by, Daphne with the means. Kick her in the taco, Paco. Sorry.
He's wacko on his backo for a taco.
You mess with the gecko, you get the pickle. Sorry. You were saying?
So, I think, okay, I just wanted to, I think we can agree on one thing, that the fucking shrines, like...
So good.
It's such a unique, departure from classic dungeons in Zelda, because it honestly gives the game more life.
Okay.
Because, like, fucking temples in other games, granted, they're a lot bigger, they take a lot longer, because obviously they are dungeons, and there is a boss at the end.
There's supposed to be puzzles and bosses within the four walls.
And granted, yes, before each one, there is a big lead-up. You have to do other stuff. You have to go to other places first and take care of other quests in order to get to the bigger temple or dungeon or whatever it is. And... where's my train of thought? That, granted, it is a build-up, but sometimes, when you play those games, that's all that you have to offer. Breath of the Wild, has 100 shrines in it.
Is it literally 100?
I'm pretty sure that people have said that there is 100. Like, Nintendo themselves have confirmed that there are 100 shrines.
Which makes sense.
Exactly. It's more than enough. But that being said, like, they're smaller, less...
they're concise.
They're more concise puzzles.
Streamlined. That's what I was looking for. Sorry.
Exactly. It's like a Portal game where you go in each room and solve each puzzle, except the puzzles aren't, in a linear form. They're all over the fucking map, and you can find them in any which way. Now, my funnest thing to do is, I haven't played much of the story. I'm like 15 hours in, and I've played maybe 2 story missions. I've completed maybe 30 shrines.
Damn.
Now, because of that, I feel like in real life, I'd be kind of passed off as a dick. Because, like, if you can imagine it, right? Imagine Zora Domain. Okay, when you go into Zora Domain, the shrine is, bam, right there.
Right in front of you.
It's like, because you want to get those shrines unlocked so you can warp back to those villages. Like you fucking did last time.
Jesus.
You got to get the fucking shrine at Kakariko Village, so it's like, fuck, now I gotta walk all the way back.
Yeah, we were all chilling here last night, and I just done a mission, and Daphne's like, okay, now, I did my first memory.
Right.
And so I did my memory. She's like, all right, now port to Kakarino Village. And I'm like, got it. I go to the map. I hover over it. No port. Wait, you didn't do the shrine? What? So I have to run all the way back to Kakarino Village. And then I do the shrine. And that's
Kakarino. I swear to God, you're going to say Kakarino till the day you die.
I will. I'll be on my death like, oh.
To my core.
It's like, oh.
For those who are already typing angry comments, we know it's Kakariko. But this is Digital Leftovers. Fuck you. We don't give a shit. Suck my dick. Please, suck my dick. I've been single for too long.
Matt needs it. But no. So, like, I run back, and I do that shrine. And I want you to get back to your shrine talk, but this I thought was really important. That's, like, one of the first shrines that you're, like, handheld to, and it's the only one you're really handheld to.
Right.
Like, they give you that first one in the very beginning.
Well, like, you're talking post-prologue, right?
Yeah, so post-prologue. So in the prologue, they give you that one.
They teach you, like, how you're supposed to go from, like, high points and scan out the land to find shrines.
Yeah.
So, like, that's what the old man was trying to...
Towers are important.
Yeah. And so this is your first one really since then, if you're just following point A to point B. And that one I did not do. And then when I did it later, I realized it's a tutorial one. And it tells you certain mechanics that I wasn't using for the 10 plus hours I've sunk into this shit. And Matt and Daphne were sitting there like, oh yeah, you didn't know you could do that? I was like, fuck no, I didn't know I could do that. That's cool as shit. Like the parry and the dodgers, I had no idea. So sorry, I cut you off. You were saying about shrines.
I was just thinking, like, realistically, when you've got that kind of stuff, if you're like an overachiever, or what do they call it, completionist, that I can just imagine, like, say if you're someone who wants to collect all the shrines and yet the world is in peril, and so Zora Domain, for example, you're walking down that bridge and everyone sees you and it's like, oh, it's the hero of Hyrule, welcome, Link, we're good to see you. And I'm still like, no, shrine, right there. I'll be back, 10 minutes, just right there, 10 minutes.
No pictures, please, I have to get the shrine. But our place is gonna flood. Fuck you. Shrines before something that rhymes with shrines in this back.
Shrines before Brian.
Fuck you, Brian.
Whatever Zora, his name is Brian.
Shrines before Sidons. Sidon's the guy's name. We're reaching.
So we're doubling those shots of bleach, right?
Yeah. Double
the shots, please.
I'll double it up. Yeah, but no. Breath of the Wild, I think, in my opinion, right, is a great launch title for a console that, at least from what I saw, was kind of was welcomed with an review before launch.
Yeah.
And now I was like, fuck yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. I was listening to podcasts, when everyone was talking about how the Switch was potentially going to bomb, didn't have that many launch titles, wasn't very promising. There was already shit.
The dogs have a piece of string and they're chewing on it Lady Tramp style.
Yeah, I'm going to comment on the fact that Christian's dogs are basically doing the Lady and the Tramp thing, but with a piece of string. Like,
cute as shit and also annoying. Stop getting onto my couch and eating it.
They just can't get enough. Now it's caught in their fucking paws.
Good. Fuck you. Suffer. I love you. You're cute. Fluffy and soft.
But
anywho. So people were dogging on it before it even came out.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I agreed that there was not a lot of games coming out at launch.
And, like, the design of it seemed kind of counterproductive.
It seemed that way, but now we have it. Now we're, getting to hold it and use it. It's like, oh.
There's nothing bad to it. Like,
great.
The only thing that I think of, the only beef that I had when I first got it, is that it didn't come with a screen protector.
Right.
It's like, that was my one big concern, is that dock, if you tried to slide that thing in without a screen, there's no way that after like 30 or 40, dockings,
you're gonna scratch
it's gonna scratch the screen up.
At least
I was kind of thinking, the console should have come with a screen protector, or like maybe something that's like already on there to protect the screen from getting fucked up. Mm-hmm. That being said, that stuff is cheap as shit. You can get like 10 sheets of those for like $5 on Amazon. Yeah. So like that's basically what I did. So I'm set for life. If this one peels off, I can just put another one on, and like it's super cheap. So yeah, I know the design was getting dogged on before it came out, but then after it came out, like it was getting very moderately high reviews. Breath of the Wild was getting 100%, 90 to 100% across the board.
Oh yeah.
And to me, it was like, holy shit, how can that go for a console? That once I figured out that it was televised and also portable, that it's like, how can you fit something like that into those small cartridges and, make it feel like, as big of a world as like Witcher 3, for fuck's sake. That game is like 60 gigs.
Did you know the map in Breath of the Wild is apparently larger than Skyrim?
No fucking way.
Yeah.
I'll believe that. I believe that.
Some people who this conversation's happened before were like, yeah, it feels like Skyrim, but there's not as much to do in the empty spaces as Skyrim. And I'm like, you know what? I agree. It's not as full as Skyrim. Mm-hmm. But it makes, like, with the aesthetic of what's been going on in the world, how full the world is feels right. If there was too many things, if this thing was chock full, if it had as much shit to do in between towns as Skyrim, I feel like I wouldn't enjoy the game because there would be too much going on. Whereas I think in my side quests and main quests, I have the two main quests that stick with you. It's like defeat Ganon. That's main quest number 1. That's still in my...
That's like the first thing that you're told, and it's like, how the fuck am I going to do that? And then it's like, the old man tells you, where to go next, instead of just straight to the castle, and it's like, well then go to this other place and maybe you'll get the answers on like how you're gonna do
Because
this.
it's like, hey, go defeat Ganon. You can do it right now, but you're gonna struggle without the Divine Beast.
Yeah.
What's the Divine Beast? Go fucking find them.
Exactly. And then what about your memories? You're 100 years old. You came out of cryo sleep.
And you have no idea what the fuck's going on.
So go to this other dude who will get your tablet fixed. They're basically the Apple wizards of the Hyrule world.
Yeah, the help desk, the Apple Genius or whatever.
It's like the dude in fucking South Park when they go to see the geniuses.
Yeah.
And he's like a dude. He's got like long curly hair and he's got like man titties and just. Okay, so I was thinking about giving them a $50 gift card, you know, like a $100 rebate or something. And the other dude's, okay,
Hi,
I think...
Link. Welcome to Hyrule, Apple. I see your Sheikah Slate here's a little less. Let me see if it's still on warranty real quick. Oh yes, it's your warranty's still up for another 3 days. Would you like to renew for another 3 years for $599? How much is that? $599. I'm sorry. One more time. $599.99. I guess it only makes sense. It'll be $599.99 for 1 year of coverage. Fantastic. Thank you for doing this with you. I'm also going to give you a $50 rebate on top of it.
Would you like to buy a Hello Kitty case for $79.99?
Ooh, yeah. I think I will.
Because you want to make sure that your tablet doesn't get dinged up. You want to get that protection when you drop it.
Oh.
It's shock resistant, so it won't absorb the impact when it hits the ground. And it's got Hello Kitty on it. Look at all the gems.
Look at the gems. It'll be 500 rupees. Thank you. I forgot we were doing a bit with Link.
We turned into.
Wow. It was like we were chugging along pretty well on the tracks. And then
you know what, Christian? Fuck it. We derail things all the time. Let's just make that
that's
our thing.
That's just our thing.
We just ruin bits, and it's like that Adam ruins everything, except it's digital leftovers.
It's not educational in the slightest.
No, at all. 2 + 2 is 4, I think.
Educated. Boom.
Woo!
So
we did our term, so now we can put this under education.
So what else are you playing?
So yeah, I think just to wrap up.
Yeah.
Zelda,
Let's wrap that up because
I don't know if you noticed, but I put it on the doc that Breath of the Wild, since it's out. It's a candidate.
Oh, we can do it. We can nominate it. Do it. Nominate
yes.
it. Officially nominate it.
I put it on the list. I'm nominating Breath of the Wild. Because fucking, Witcher 3, is one thing. But, that basically won all the awards. So, it's obvious. But for us, we're nominating it. And yes, it could have potential to win. But we still have, 6 months left in this year. And I want to see how shit like Skyrim, how Splatoon 2 is going to be. Fucking... I know Rocket League is going to be out for the Switch, and I can see all those as potential candidates.
I've never played Rocket League, so I will play it with you on the Switch, because that sounds fucking awesome.
Dude, summer sale is on for a couple more days. I'm telling you, Rocket League is promising, and you'll get more than enough before your 2-hour refund policy is up.
Okay.
So if you ever want to, it's like $10 right now on sale, which is a total fuck. I mean, it's $20 normally, so at $20 it's a steal.
Yeah.
But $10 fucking...
It's there.
It's bananas.
So let's just reiterate, because it has been a month since we recorded a podcast. There are 3 games, technically 2, because one of them's not finished yet.
Right.
But there's 3 games on our list for Game of the Year 2017. It is Dead Cells, Prey, and Breath of the Wild.
Prey and Breath of the Wild are official releases this year. I played Prey, we both played Breath of the Wild, and we both have a reasoning for why those games are on. Dead Cells we both, unanimously agreed on, but it's still early access and we don't know how it's coming. And I can't even play it.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that's on about.
I can't play it. And everyone's saying the same shit. If you go on the community hub, oh my god, the number of posts about it crashing on startup, and they put the exact same access violation, error message and shit, and all the comments, same, dude, same.
What you're going through?
Yes. No one has any solution
I'm
to
not
it.
having that issue.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
I don't get it. Oh, God.
I was thinking it was the last patch that just broke the game for me, but I just couldn't tell.
I don't know if I've patched to that, so I want to check it out. So, what are you playing right now? I'm going to go check Dead Cells real quick. You tell me what you're playing about. Tell me what you're playing about. I can fucking speak English.
I'm committed to Breath of the Wild for sure, but I also expanded my library just a little bit. Mario Kart, I mean, it's an obvious. It's fucking Mario Kart. We don't need to go into that at all.
It's fucking Mario
The customization, I could see it being competitive. There could be a ranked version of Mario Kart.
Okay,
8,
real
Deluxe.
I think you're so correct, because I figured there was stats that went with each customization. but I didn't notice it until you came over. There was a button you could press to bring up the stat card to see this is what your ride is going to do, and that's fucking bonkers. Because then that allows you to form strategy.
It's like League of Legends with, your
build
the
map.
items that your build, your car build could be the same thing.
That's the same thing in League of Legends is looking at the enemy team comp and tweaking your mastery page and your rune page ever so slightly to get the edge up. And then being like, oh, I'm not going to do a normal build. I'm going to build Phantom Dancer instead of Rapid Fire Cannon. Now, I know that's a really specific thing, and I'm just like, waving my geek dick in the wind talking about League of Legends.
Granted, yes, we want to disclaim that we may be really shooting for the moon with saying that Mario Kart 8 could be, a ranked game.
But it's got all the components for it.
It has essentially, simple enough components that it could be it, but we're not sure. There's fucking Mario Kart tournaments that they've had since 64. I don't see how tournaments couldn't be a thing. Online ranked play, I could see as potential.
It's a simple concept with the stats, but there's enough of the simple shit coming together to make an intricate fucking Mario Kart sandwich, and I love it. Sorry, you were gonna talk about Lawbreakers.
Yeah. So. I figure we'll have plenty of time to talk about Switch stuff later. that console is just starting to bloom, so we'll be talking about that.
We're gonna talk about the Switch in every fucking episode. It's gonna be fucking great!
Yeah, exactly. We got Minecraft. I've got this new rhythm game called Thumper, which I highly recommend looking into. We'll probably talk about that next time. But now, we're starting to delve into E3 talk.
Oh, shit.
This was a game that didn't really have much of a spotlight at E3, but it got my attention beforehand enough that I started looking into it. If I recall, this game is from the guy who was co-director of... Oh my goodness, can I not type?
Update while Matt is doing a Google search. Dead Cells totally still works on my computer. Oh,
fuck you.
Sorry, man. You want to come play Dead Cells on my computer later?
Maybe.
I've been wanting to hook up my computer, my rig, to my TV because I can do that because HDMI.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, just everything. Now, I have to sit really close because I don't have a wireless keyboard or mouse. But, I might go get, a cheapo wireless keyboard and mouse just so I can play on my computer. I'll be right back.
Right. Okay, so...
E3.
Out of that out of the way. So this was something that came up at E3, and this is the one thing that I wanted to talk first about because... it ties into another game that we both love religiously, and at least I commit to it competitively. Christian, not as much lately, but this is a game that's going to rival Overwatch.
Oh, okay.
It's called Lawbreakers, as Christian already stated. It's from Cliff Bleszinski, and he's behind the Unreal games and Gears of War. Now... so he decided to go out and he made his own company, Boss Key Productions. He's a co-founder. And for the last couple of years, they've been designing a hero shooter called Lawbreakers. Now, since I mentioned Overwatch earlier, you guys are probably already making the connections that it has heroes. Every character that you play as has a unique kit. The objectives are there. The objectives, the fast-pacedness is there. The builds are there. There's not as much focus on, your team comp. At first. I've only played the open beta. Which, speaking of, the open beta for Lawbreakers is out till July 5th. So this episode might be out after that is over. Who knows? We'll find out. But, anyway, that's, honestly the general rub of it. And I can't really fill up the void any much more because Christian's not in the room right now. But I'm gonna go ahead and put in my thoughts on it. So Lawbreakers, yes, is essentially going to be a rival to Overwatch because it is a hero shooter. However, I've been reading articles, I've been listening to Cliff's tweets, I watched his presentation at E3 on one of the YouTube videos, and this dude takes a lot of pride in this game, and it doesn't feel like... he knows that he's ripping off, other games like hero shooters like Battleborn, Overwatch, which were two of the biggest titles at the time, but now Overwatch is king for it. Lawbreakers, I see it as a bit different in that coming from a guy who has played Overwatch and has played also Titanfall 2, I see Lawbreakers as an emergence of the two. Overwatch has the hero shooters, and granted, Overwatch is already fast-paced, but imagine if you could go a lot more faster than that. Fucking, you've got maps that are really tight and small. You've got all three directions. You can go up, down, fucking sideways. You know, Overwatch Far is really the only one that can go up. D.Va can go up too.
Yeah.
This game.
Oh, by the way, I'm back.
Welcome back, Christian. He's been here the whole time. He was just a ghost. He died.
No, I was thinking a very satisfying move.
I can imagine it was very satisfying.
10 out of 10.
Overwhelmingly positive.
Overwhelmingly positive.
Recent reviews. So yeah, it's like, you know, if Overwatch is fast-paced enough as a hero shooter, imagine, you know, a game that's more fast-paced than Overwatch. That's Lawbreakers. So there is an objective, and most of the time the objective is either capture a zone. But here's the thing: the game modes are surprisingly unique. That there's actually like a soccer version of it. That the two teams push in on a point, but it's not a point that you have to capture. It's not like Overwatch where, you know, whatever it is that you have to take over, it's a single either mobile or non-mobile point. Lawbreakers has a mode where you have to grab a ball and get it to the enemy team's goal. So you guys are all shooting guns and firing rockets and launching grenades and healing your team members and shit. Meanwhile, you guys are also contesting to grab, you know, this ball, and it's called like Blitzball or something.
Okay.
It's like that's like the main mode that I think it's like the main spice and meat of this game. And here's another cool little fun fact I'm going to go ahead and throw in to keep your interest. The ball is voiced by Justin Roiland.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Like, he sounds exactly like Morty. He's got his like a little. His voice sounds like a mix of Morty and Mr. Meeseeks from the show, and it's so fucking cool. Like, the ball is like saying this shit like as you guys are throwing it to each other, and so it's basically like rugby with guns. I know that there are a couple more modes. I can't list right off the top of my head. It's been a couple days since I played it, but
I'm going over here now.
Foot's in your crotch, foot's in your crotch.
My dog is pulling me away with the dog toy. But sorry, keep talking about my
But, anyway, yeah, fuck, I honestly don't know what more that I can say. Just the fact that it feels like it's going to be really similar to Overwatch. But here's the thing. I see that as a good thing. You know, this game's going to be out August 8th, and I see it as a potential to, say if I'm getting tilted by Overwatch, but I still want to play a hero shooter, I feel like I could go to Lawbreakers.
Now, tell me, Matt, what is it about Lawbreakers that, if you had to pick one thing that puts Lawbreakers above Overwatch, what is it?
The fact that it was able to make a more hectic gameplay.
Okay.
Because, oh my god, every game, I've played like 30 matches, and on average, everyone has died like 15 to 20 times. Now, that might just be because no one's figured out the meta yet, no one's figured out like how each of the characters are, but that might also be just because it's that quick. It's like Quake.
Okay.
You know, you remember playing Quake 3 Arena?
Quake, yeah.
Like, holy shit, Quake 3 Arena was the same thing, where it's like, you're not going to go through the game without dying at least once.
Yeah.
Like, this one of those games is just like, you're running around and, you know, granted, you could be focusing on an enemy target, but there could also be someone shooting behind you, because, like, that's just how the maps are designed. Mm-hmm. Lawbreakers has the same map design that anyone could come from any direction, literally. You know, someone could hop in, you know, from an upper level and fuck your shit up with, you know, a Vanguard setup, which is like, you know, a Bastion minigun, except you can move with it.
So, you think the thing that puts it above Overwatch is it's more true to its Quake Arena type of roots.
Exactly.
And not so much focused on balanced map play. Like, because Overwatch, that's their huge focus. When they design
Overwatch
the maps.
is more focused on, the map designs, map positioning, and character comp. This game seems to have a bit of value still in character comp, but it's more about, you know, your reflexes and your instincts.
So it's another tournament. It's a good tournament shooter then.
It's basically Unreal Tournament. It's Unreal Tournament. It's Quake.
For 2017.
Basically, for 2017 with heroes. So that to me is what makes it at least a little different in that it has that different, blood. It has that new blood that comes in. While Overwatch, is fresh blood, but it's still its own thing. Mm-hmm. It's cartoony. It's also quick paced, but it's more about how you play the objective, which is almost always a stationary location. While Lawbreakers, you're always moving. You're trying to kill the guy who has the ball, or you're trying to grab the dude. Because I know this. I remember another mode that's like battery charge or something. Is that in the center? There's what happened?
I was just looking over that.
I was seeing voices. I was seeing disappointment. What the fuck happened? Am I adopted?
You are. Daphne's kicking ass. I don't know what she's doing. She's kicking ass at it.
Oh, I can see she's making a lot of progress since we started.
Yo, is that the fucking castle in the background? Why are you so close? Oh! It's terrifying. So, sorry, you were saying.
So yeah, there's another mode it's kind of the same as Blitzball, but it's there's a battery that spawns in the center of the map, and whichever team gets it, they have to bring it back to their base and they have to charge it. Here's where it gets interesting. As you're charging the battery at your base, if it gets to 100, a timer starts ticking down. That's 10 seconds. If the enemy doesn't pull it out of your base before that time is up, you score a point. Now, when you're charging the battery, it stays at that charge, even if the enemy takes it. So if you've got it charged at 99% and the enemy takes it, when they get it to their base, it'll still be at 99%.
Oh, you mean... Oh, so it's not you have to get to 100, you have to get to 100, it just has to get to 100.
Yeah,
so it's
and whoever has it.
So it's a mobile King of the Hill.
Yeah.
But that high risk, high reward type.
Exactly.
I like that a lot.
It's that's what makes it so much more quick paced than Overwatch, is that there's no it's not like Overwatch's King of the Hill, or even Payload or any game mode, because Overwatch is all about attack and defend. Attack, defend, attack, defend. Lawbreakers, kill people. Just kill people and get to the fucking objective.
And move the ball.
Like that, it's like if there was a mission statement, Overwatch's would be, attack or defend an objective while managing the composition of your team and strict communication. Lawbreakers, kill everything, fuck everything up, get the fucking objective.
It's like that metal song. Disrespect your surroundings.
Disrespect your surroundings. Yes, exactly. While Overwatch is like Dolly Parton or some shit playing in the background.
it's fucking Lawbreakers is disrespect your surroundings. Overwatch is just tiptoe.
Oh god, don't remind me of it. I've seen Insidious way too many times to connect that song.
Thank you. All I ever associate that song with.
Really? Exactly.
But that song is so happy. I'm no, it makes me think of fucking demons and claws.
Makes me think of Darth Maul sewing his claw cloak together, and he's like, it's fucking.
Jesus Christ!
I'm sorry.
That was eerily accurate.
I mean, it is fucking Darth Maul in the end. I think we can agree on that.
It truly is.
But anyways, so yeah, that was for me the fucking highlight of E3 was this game Lawbreakers that just piqued my interest because it was interesting enough that I would want to try it out, and also plus it's on Steam, so if I were to get it, in 2 hours, if I'm actually still reconsidering, I can always just get a refund, because you can squeeze 10 matches in easy, because every match it could be anywhere between 3 minutes to 8 minutes. So it's a little less than Overwatch, but I'd say for the right amount, because Quake and Unreal Tournament, matches were 5 minutes. And you're so focused on the action, everything's moving and everything's so fucking fast that it's you completely forget about the time, and before you know it, the game's over.
You're like, oh shit.
While Overwatch, you actually feel like you can concentrate on the time a little bit. Lawbreakers, it's not about that. It's just getting the fucking job done. So
it's streamlined Overwatch.
Basically, kinda, sorta, but it's
more than that.
It's still new blood. I see it as bringing new blood to the
genre?
to the genre of hero shooters. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I love the open beta so far, and I'm hoping when it comes out that it does take off, because there is the possibility that games like For Honor or Battleborn or even shit like No Man's Sky and stuff like that, where the player count just drops in 2 to 3 days. I'm giving Christian Vietnam flashbacks. I know we keep promising not to mention No Man's Sky.
You can't see my face, but it's the face of I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. And who am I speaking to? No Man's Sky. Well, I forgot the name of the studio. Like
Sean Murray.
No, what's the studio's name? It's
Hello Games.
Hello. I knew it was something positive, like smiley face. Yeah. Hello Games. Listen.
Goodbye Games.
No Man's Sky. You were ambitious. It was a great idea. It looked good on paper. You cucked us with the advertisement. And I'm not mad. I'm just fucking furious. You fucking suck.
Everspace, Elite Dangerous, Starpoint Gemini, fucking even the Descent games from the 90s. There's so many better space sims out there. Go fuck yourself, No Man's Sky.
Kerbal Space Program.
Which you built the fucking thing. Like, goddamn.
But again, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Again, back to the whole thing. We think we're funnier than we really are.
Absolutely.
And it's fucking great.
God damn, we are tryhards, but
as long as we think we're funny, I think it's cool.
Whatever. We're doing our own thing.
So,
fuck you.
So here's I'm looking at the template, and there's a lot of games.
I don't want to go into too much into it.
Can you tell me in 3 sentences or less about Sea of Thieves, and then we can move on to the hype fail.
Exactly. The hype fail is what I really wanted to talk about because Bethesda for me had the worst conference. But first off, there were some trailers that I was watching while I was waiting for the Bethesda conference, and they were Microsoft trailers for Microsoft games. The first one that I noticed, the one that was playing, was like a 10-minute non-interactive demo of a game called Sea of Thieves. Now, this might be inappropriate considering we just ranted about No Man's Sky because this to me feels like No Man's Sky but with pirates. It's a cooperative, like, did you ever play Guns of Icarus?
I saw it played, but I never played it.
The gameplay of that, and even like Assassin's Creed Black Flag, with the ship combat in that, is that like you and a group of friends can team up, run your own ship, do quests, explore, dig up treasure.
This is the game that Steven was geeking out about, right?
I think so. I don't remember talking to Steven about it.
He talked about a game.
There's some pirate game where he's like a fucking covenant over.
Yo, he's like jizzing on everything. Over whatever you were saying.
You might have to hit him up about it later. It might be this because it's supposed to be an open world, not exactly MMO. I think it's going to be like a 4-person shooter, kind of like Borderlands or Destiny, or even Division or fucking Ghost Recon Wildlands. But the open worldness is you're a pirate. You guys are on a ship. You each have a job, on the ship. One of you manages the sails. One of you manages the guns. One of you does the repairs and shit. And it's like you guys go around on your ship and you explore. You dig up booty. You fight other players on their ships. So that to me, sounded promising. The trailer was cool and the graphics were surprisingly very cartoony.
I see that.
Like,
I'm looking at it right now. I'm reading reviews right now.
Yeah, so it's like it was it was announced at E3. I don't think that there was much discussed about it beforehand. People were teasing it, but yeah, it's supposed to be a Microsoft game. Oh, one thing I also realized, this game is from Rare.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's from Rare Games. So, this could be, them continuing their comeback, but since they're owned by Microsoft now, we don't know, because these are the geniuses, the Beatles of the 90s, with GoldenEye, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Perfect Dark, Banjo-Kazooie, Donkey Kong 64, fucking Killer Instinct, all these great N64 games that they were, the kings of. They were the kings of the Nintendo 64. And so now that they're owned by Microsoft, they have these games that they're expanding out to different platforms, which, to me isn't really a problem. It's just a matter of what the game is going to be. Because, like, if they're promising, an open-world pirate game, with cooperative, play, where you play online with your friends, that it's like, is that really what it's going to be? Or is it just going to be a world with nothing in it and just constant repetitiveness, like shit like No Man's Sky was going to be? So it's like, I don't know. It sounds cool because it's so different from a space sim game. It's a pirate sim game, essentially. And I was watching the trailer, and that seemed promising because there was like a lot to it. It's like a 10-minute video that I highly recommend checking out when you can. I'll see if we can post a link in the description for you to check that out.
Boom! Already have a link to the website in the digital dump. Oh!
Fuck yeah. Yeah, check out the website. Look up the Wikipedia article. It looked really interesting. It was like one of the first things at E3 that caught my eye, but Lawbreakers still stuck out the most.
So, Matt, tell me, from someone that did not watch E3, why did Bethesda fail?
It wasn't just Bethesda that failed.
Yeah.
I think all of E3 was just bad.
Yeah.
If you guys look up E3 2017 cringe comp, there's like over 500 videos highlighting all of the horrible moments. I mean, oh my god, for everything from EA to fucking Bethesda to Sony to Ubisoft, they all had just these horrible moments that just kind of make you realize, they're putting more effort into these presentations than they are into their actual games. And Bethesda, for me, broke my heart the most.
Why is that?
Because it starts out with the dude. I don't know who the fuck this guy is. His name's Pete or something. I don't fucking know. He walks out on the stage, and he's got his one hand up. He's just waving. Just not even budging. It's kind of like the Queen wave, where it just kind of waves back and forth. But he's just kind of like, Hi, how you doing? All right, guys. So we don't really have much to talk about. This is all paraphrasing, by the way. We don't have much to talk about. So here's this fucking 30-minute video or whatever. See ya. Fuck you. Walks off like he wasn't even on stage for like 2 minutes. And then this video starts playing, and I'm thinking like, oh, maybe he'll discuss everything in between. But no. It's a 40-minute conference with 2 minutes of talking and 38 minutes of just gameplay trailers.
Oh, that hurts me. Now hold on. Was it gameplay trailers or was it pre-rendered gameplay trailers?
Everything from pre-rendered to
like actual gameplay.
No.
No actual gameplay.
I think the only one that had actual gameplay was probably the game that stuck out the most for me that I'm actually pretty excited for, and that's the new Wolfenstein game.
That's Bethesda?
Yeah.
Awkward. Did not know that.
Yeah, it was like Doom. The new Doom is Bethesda as well. So they own Wolfenstein now, and that's what they're doing with these new games. The New Order is essentially a retcon of all the previous Wolfenstein games. And after playing the New Order, I actually liked it. Gameplay was a little bland, but the story was actually very intriguing. Basically, what the New Order and the new Colossus is what the sequel is going to be coming out this fall. Is imagine if the Nazis won World War II, and then they take over the world. So they take over America, they take over Europe, Asia, fucking they're everywhere now. The New Order picks up, I'd say, post 5-6 years after World War II when the Americans surrendered, because the one thing, and everyone praises the New Order, the previous Wolfenstein game, is that the Nazis dropped an atomic bomb on New York City. So that's what ceased everything. They dropped the atom bomb on us, we give up. So when this trailer started, I honestly thought it was going to be Fallout 5. Because
wow, that'd be really quick too.
Watch the first 3 minutes, and you can't tell me that it wouldn't remind you of a Fallout game, because like it has like that retro like 50s groovy sort of thing. This little girl's running in a prairie or something, and I'm like, what is this Little House on the Prairie shit? And then she comes up on a dude whose cart breaks down or something.
Wolfenstein New Order E3 trailer.
No, the New Order is what comes out. The new Colossus is the one that just came out. Yeah. And yeah, like it's
this one.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna have it muted. I'm just gonna watch. Keep talking.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna put this in the digital dump.
So it's like, the fucking trailer, starts out in a very unique, 50s kind of retro way. And it's like, is this a new Fallout game? Because, like, Fallout takes place in the 50s and some shit. So it's like, it starts out with, like, a TV commercial that's like Little House on the Prairie. And then just wait till the fucking, whatever comes in and you'll see it.
The shit kicks off.
And, like, that's when you realize, this is an alternate history. They have high tech and shit. And I had no idea about anything that Wolfenstein had to offer. So yeah, you see the car breaks down and
it's on a guy. He's helping him out.
Stuck on a dude, and it's like, I was thinking like, is this an actual TV trailer or something? And
she's got a whistle. She's blowing it.
Yeah, she's blowing the whistle, and just wait.
Jesus.
Cecil or something.
Yo.
Yeah. So like a fucking mech dog comes out of nowhere, and I'm thinking like, there's no way that's not a Fallout game, because like that's like an alternate history. Yeah, and then she starts speaking German.
Oh, dick. Yo, that was uncalled for.
And torches the car. And like, within minutes, I was thinking like, there's no way that kind of shit is, you know, a Fallout game.
Hey, rude. Dogs are barking. Dogs are pissed at the robot dog.
How close are we on time?
We're getting pretty close to time.
Yeah.
We can watch the rest of that later. I put it in the let's look at the template real quick and like analyze quickly what we want to talk about.
So yeah, just to wrap up the Bethesda talk, like there was nothing about Elder Scrolls 6, which everyone was expecting, but I honestly wasn't expecting to get. But even what we did get was very disappointing. It was just a bunch of game trailers. There was one for that, Wolfenstein: The New Colossus, which honestly was the best one. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was funny, it was action packed, and it's like, damn, it looks like an actual interesting. I have a soft spot for generic first person shooters. And that to me, you know, that's honestly what it feels like. It's just going to be a linear fucking thing. But I tried it out with the New Order. I got that on sale for $10. So I'm like, you know what, fuck it. I'll look into this when it comes out. But yeah, and then the rest of the trailers. There was a trailer for Skyrim for the Switch.
Yep, of course.
Which was like 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm. That's all you need, though. It's like, hey, remember that game you made that everyone loved, pretty much? Yeah, coming to the brand new console and give us your money.
Now that's the hand job. This is the hand job, but the denial. Right before you're about to orgasm, the hand lets go.
Blue balls.
Creation Club.
Oh, no.
AKA, what I like to call it is, What the Fuck Bethesda Episode 2, Paid Mods Strike Back.
Did you really write that? Where's that at? Did you write that?
It's under E3 Talk.
You did?
I had to say it because it's so fucking bullshit that they didn't say anything about paid mods. They didn't say anything about money. But here's the thing. What the guy was talking about in the trailer was like, so listen guys, we know that you guys like to modify Skyrim. We know that you guys still love playing this game. So we're going to give you a way to organize and distribute mods to other players. And you can get those mods through, wait for it, credits. You can use these credits to purchase mods and install them on your game. How do we get these credits?
Oh, fucking real money. Oh, microtransactions. Stop. No, Bethesda! You were the chosen one! You're supposed to be balanced in the microtransactions, not join them!
Creation Club, basically, is just another excuse for them to put out paid mods. And that wasn't even the last of it.
And the thing, though, isn't it coming with the DLC prepackaged for the Switch? I heard that. Like the heart, not the Hearthstone, whatever, the Hearth, whatever, when we have a house, the vampire one, all that shit. Dawnguard is all going to be included in prepackaged in the.
I don't know.
I think so.
I just remember the trailer was 30 seconds of playing Skyrim on the Switch, and then it pans out, and it's like there's no way that's actually playing on the Switch. It's just like a video,
pre-rendered shit,
affected into a Switch console. So
I think it will look good on the Switch. Like, how old is Skyrim? Well, OG Skyrim before remastered came
6
out.
years.
This is way advanced. It can totally run it like that. It's gonna run like that, dude.
Exactly. So
that came out when we graduated high school. Oh my god!
It was November 2011. When we were in K-State.
No, I played the fuck out of that game. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, it was so. I still have somewhere this because I've got Skyrim. I'm gonna have Skyrim on 3 consoles because I've got an Xbox 360. I'm going to get it on the Switch, and I have it on my computer.
For those listening at home while Christian is getting distant, he's looking for his OG copy of Skyrim.
Oh, fuck, where's it at?
To show all of you on an audio show.
Hey, suck my ass.
Yes, please. When and where?
So I can't find it. It's not in the case. But somewhere in my house, I have, like, a legitimate, that you got on release of the map of Skyrim.
Right.
On, like, actual map paper. It's fucking boss. Where is it? Anyway, I can look for it later. It's whatever. But yeah, no, so I'm excited for it. I'll have it on all 3 consoles, but like, they're cucking us, man. They're gonna cuck us for money. It's like, we get it.
That's why I was saying, like, next year, Bethesda E3 is gonna be Skyrim on the TI-83 calculator.
Oh my god.
Play Skyrim on a toaster while your Pop-Tarts cook.
Dovahkiin themed toast while you're playing.
Yeah, get the skin, get the decals, money, money, money.
Give
now,
me money.
this is where I think Bethesda really cocked us, is that was literally all that they had for games. They had the new Dishonored game that's coming out. It's like a standalone sequel that's going to be out next year. Wolfenstein sequel coming out later this year. Skyrim on the Switch, 3 biggest things. Now they started going into the real bullshit. VR. Literally the entire second half of their conference was nothing but VR. And for what? Original stuff? Are they making original shit for the VR? No.
Don't tell me.
Fallout VR, Doom VR, and Skyrim VR.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Now I have one question.
Okay, for me or for everyone?
For everyone.
Okay.
Who the fuck is gonna have enough money to get a goddamn VR system?
Nobody.
Who can afford to drop $800 on a fucking Vive or whatever's the most popular thing
Now,
and have the room to use it
I
in?
want you to look around at our setup here, right? I know they can't see it, but we can. I feel like if you put the kennels to the side a little bit and you took this table out and like moved the couch out, this room would be perfect for VR. If this table that we're recording on was gone, I feel like if you had most of the space, it would be perfect. Here's the thing, though. I fucking like the way my apartment looks.
Exactly.
And okay, so question.
And do you have $800 to spare for
no.
the
For
system?
VR? Yeah.
And then to have to buy the game again? Because, like, don't forget, these games are going to be going on sale.
Yeah.
So you already have Fallout 4, so you're going to have to drop $60 more to get the VR system.
Yeah.
You can't use your OG version.
Dumb. And I don't even think my rig can run VR.
It's that
I have
too.
to buy a new rig.
That too, VR. Every person who's designing or developing a VR something is expecting people to have the latest and greatest and next gen technology for their PCs.
And
when some people are still running fucking Windows 95.
Yeah, right.
Thanks, Grandma.
Daphne seals the deal.
All right. Well, on that note, this has been a great episode. No, we're wrapping up soon, but not yet. That was fucking great. Real quick. So
I'm
go
just
ahead.
gonna say right now.
Yeah.
The one thing though, the saving grace of E3 was Devolver Digital's conference.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna say conference,
Air quotes?
because it wasn't really a conference. It was one of the best spoofs or parodies or comedy skits of anything related to video games. I'm serious. Look, put that in as well. Devolver Digital E3 2017. And there'll be like a 30-minute video of this, full press conference right there. It's just 15 minutes.
I'm gonna put it in the digital dump.
Now I don't know if anyone behind anyone with Devolver was actually behind that, but it was some of the funniest 15 minutes that I had ever saw when watching an E3 stream.
Yeah.
Because they didn't pitch any games. They didn't do anything to do with Devolver. It was just a 15-minute long bashing of what E3 is supposed to be about.
That's awesome.
Let me give you an example. The main girl who headed it, funny as hell. Oh my gosh, she was a funny gal. I don't know if she's with Devolver or she was an actor or something. But I saw Nicolas Cage. He pulled up
There's a gif of Nicolas Cage on our Twitter.
Okay.
Who's this guy?
Dodger. Oh, Dodger. She's related to Maker Studio. She does collaborations with like Game Grumps and shit.
I'm gonna retweet that.
Jesse Cox and it's Total Cynical Brit.
Oh, I know him. So you're saying,
but
fucking Devolver did.
Yes. So here's an example. Fucking she is like, okay, guys, we have the latest and greatest from Devolver for y'all. Listen up. We're gonna call it earliest access, something like that, and it goes like fucking so. If you ever wanted to play a game, long before it has been released and there's not nearly enough content, well, boom, earliest access is just for you. When an idea or a concept or any sort of anything comes from, a future game, bam, that shit's on sale.
I appreciate that you're like laying out the groundwork for this, but I'm looking at because I paused the video after I linked it. Devolver Digital big fancy press conference 2017.
Yeah, it's the
tomorrow's
funniest.
unethical business practices today.
Yeah, they say that in the video like literally every 5 minutes.
That's
so fucking good.
So it's a social commentary on what the industry's become, essentially.
It's a commentary, it's a parody, it's a fucking spoof. It's so fucking great.
I
suggest if it was anything that we've talked about in this podcast that we need to watch or do after, we need to watch this video.
Deal.
Okay, so Christian,
Matthew,
how have you been otherwise?
Well, I got married, so I'm fucking great. It's amazing.
You grew a beard. You shaved it off. You grew it back.
And I did not touch a razor the entire time I was on vacation, so I've got like the gnarly neck beard starting up. And I hate it. I'm gonna take care of it after this podcast. I'm doing well, man. How are you?
Oh, I'm doing all right. I feel like blowing my brains out every 10 minutes, but
So nothing's changed.
Damn.
Daphne with the damn. The soft, the hardcore damn.
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
But I've been on vacation, so this and that. I got a garlic pretzel at Quick Trip today. Okay. It's a pretzel covered in like garlic Parmesan cheese or something. Mm-hmm. It literally just tastes like a stale breadstick.
That's shitty. I love Quick Trip pretzels. I've never had the garlic ones though.
I know, but gosh.
Today was the kicker. Well, last time I got food poisoning out from Quick Trip.
Yeah.
It wasn't this one, though. It was a different one.
Was it a pretzel or a hot dog?
No, it was straight up a breakfast sandwich.
It was a breakfast sandwich. I remember
That's
that.
because you didn't order it from the kiosk, so they didn't make it fresh. Who knows? They could have missed throwing that one away for 4 months, and that could have been.
So that was you got it from ordering from the app?
No, I walked up and was like, "Hey, look, the heating tray!" Whoop! Like I always do.
Like they do with the pizza. They have breakfast sandwiches and breakfast pizza.
Oh yeah, they have everything
They
like.
have one of their biscuits.
Just grab from the tray.
It totally fucked me for the day. I missed work because of it. It was super shitty.
Oh,
Yo, fucking overkill.
Yeah, I had a fucking Taker Express that day. Yeah,
Daphne's still
burning
playing
arrows,
Breath of the
right?
Wild, and she is kicking ass.
She just dropped an animal with burning arrows. I mean, it got the steak cooked
It's a
immediately.
fast cook.
It is a fast cook. It's a fast cuck too, but.
Whew. I don't know
man.
about you, man, but yeah, I'm starting to get burned out.
It's a good podcast, and you know what the best thing? This is the shittiest part about our podcast, and the best part of our podcast is if you look at episode 9 template, right? We have all this shit that we did talk about, all of this shit that we didn't talk about, which means we have so much more content for episode.
Oh, absolutely.
We can we missed what are we watching and what are we reading, and then other shit. But
to be fair, guys, we want to concentrate mostly on video games, and I figure we went into plenty of detail.
We talked like 90% about video games.
We both got Switches, and there was no way we weren't going to talk about that because there's so much shit to talk about.
As long as the Switch is pumping out games, Nintendo's going to keep making us have fun. We're going to talk about the Switch. It's going to be great.
And I know, granted, the second half of the podcast was about E3. Granted, that was already 2-3 weeks ago.
But we're also a month behind.
I had so much shit on my mind that I just had, and it felt like it would have been plenty of content for our podcast because I had so many strong opinions towards. This might have been the worst E3 of all time.
Really?
And I thought, this is coming from a guy who's watched E3 conferences since 2009 maybe. Almost every conference I haven't missed one, whether on TV or on the internet. But yeah, goddamn, it was sad.
Rip E3. Well, anything else you want to talk about before we cut it gone? Cut it gone? What the fuck?
Cut it gone
on a t-shirt. Seriously, if you make t-shirts, call me. DM me on Twitter, please.
Well, yeah. Listen, guys, we know that we might have dragged this out a bit, but hey, that's just who we are. We're not gonna do this all the fucking time, but this is just us shaking the rust off, and
we would like to, but we can't. We have jobs.
Exactly.
And the thing though is I was thinking let's say one of two things happen. This becomes a hobby, and it's just a hobby, and we get 100 views maybe, and call it this is fun.
Oh, I mean, yeah, we're getting back into a regular routine.
Yeah.
Starting this week.
Or it gets up and gets huge. Rooster Teeth started in a fucking apartment, spare bedroom, and now look at them, right?
Yep.
Now, granted, that was
because they were actually funny.
Oh shit! Yo,
so she doesn't exist anymore.
So those bleach shots, right? See you next time, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.